بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. Firstly, I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Rashid Al-Lim, the Ambassador of Sustainable Development and Knowledge, for his kind invitation, which allowed me to participate in such a great event and to visit Sharjah, capital of culture, in UAE and the region, under the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al-Qasimi. For time being, I'm working as a technical consultant for the Saudi Electric Group, and my previous job was official spokesperson for the Ministry of Electricity and Renewable Energy in Egypt for about 3 years. But right now also I'm chairman of Arab Council for Sustainable Energy, chairman of one of the technical committees in AFSIC, and board member of East Delta Production Company, and also an Egyptian Engineers Syndicate. My experience for the last 3 years in Ministry of Electricity as a spokesperson, we suffered a lot from power problems in Egypt, and the spokesperson has to play an important role as a part of the stakeholders actually, to play an important role to increase the awareness, public awareness, to answer questions, to speak to media, speak to people directly, to communicate, to explain, all of that on behalf of his Ministry of Electricity. We have more than 16 companies and 5 or 6 authorities. A spokesperson has to talk not on behalf of himself, but he has also, even when this conflict with his or her own opinion. Who are the stakeholders? An individual, group, organization who may be affected by, or perceive itself to be affected by a decision, activity, or outcome of project. This definition from Project Management Institute. Also from the project management body of knowledge standards, in the 4th edition, the stakeholders was under the umbrella of communication. It was not a separate knowledge area, but in the 5th edition, the stakeholder is separated now. Why? This is after, studying a lot of mega project worldwide. Now the stakeholder is very important and separated as separated knowledge in the 5th edition of this body of knowledge standards. Is the public opinion a stakeholder? Of course, yes. It's very important. People care about projects and may affect or be affected by them positively or negatively, of course. As you see here, maybe new laws from the government, maybe building new utilities, just like we will talk about the nuclear power plant in Egypt or any other country, ecological or anything related to environment, tourism, construction, anything like that. How can we think or use the example of, power interested grid just to classify, to identify our stakeholders? Some stakeholders has a power low or high power, and the others have low or high interest, and we have to classify them, as you see, just to try to handle them. Maybe some people will accept your decisions, maybe will reject it. So if you have some stakeholders with a high interest, so keep informed as stakeholder C and E. The high power, like government, so keep satisfied. If those people, stakeholders, with high interest and high power, so should be managed closely. Let us talk about our situation in Egypt in the last, 3 years. We have blackouts, daily power cuts, started with 2008 up to 2014. Increase of electricity prices to decrease the subsides. This also started 2014. And building the new power plant. We have to identify and plan our stakeholders. We have some when we talk about building a new nuclear power plant in Egypt, we have internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. The internal stakeholders are the the Nuclear Power Plant Authority, Egyptian Electricity Holding Company, Media Office in Cabinet, keeping in contact with Media Office and Ministry of Electricity, and the external stakeholders, the media representatives from TV, radio, newspaper, public people, the citizens, the people who are staying or living or local community in the area. So we talk about different kind of stakeholders, government, citizens, researchers, companies, all of this will be involved. The media office normally prepare a media file, daily media file, and press releases through the, to the media representative daily, interventions, interviews, press conference, all of that.
Brand Ambassador Award winning Dr. محمد, technical consultant. Can you stay on stage, sir? We have a photo.